Where has Vedanta said that you should ignore the body? Without a fit body, how will you ever have a Brahmanyanam? I mean, you can't do anything. Your body is a function of your Purva Janma Samskaras. There are three broad frameworks which is used to understand the perceived reality and the actual reality. Namaste. My name is Bidhan. 2012 is when I chanced upon Upanishads, and it had a profound impact on my life. Since then, I have dreamt to bring the key aspects of Upanishads in a manner which is simple, relatable, and implementable in our daily lives. So here we are with a set of videos to make spirituality simple.
So Vidhan, can I ask you a strange question?
Sure.
How much time do you spend in taking care of your body?
Okay. Maybe a couple of hours, a little bit of strength training, some days yoga, pranayama, but actually it's a very strange question.
No, you always say, right, we are not the body. Why spend so much time if we are not the body? Right? 30 minutes should be enough. Rest of the time you can spend in dhyana, contemplation, nama japa, meditation, those things.
Where has Vedanta said that you should ignore the body? Without a fit body, how will you ever have a Brahmanyanam? I mean, you can't do anything.
No, I didn't mean ki you should not spend any time on the body. I understand. Like, for example, there is a car.
Okay.
So you do spend time in making sure that it is fine-tuned, it has proper oiling, greasing is there, it is clean, everything. But then where do you draw the line between making sure that the car is fit for you to use it versus like adorning it, uske tire chamkana, spoilers lagana, and putting makeup and making sure my muscles are... So how do I know that I am taking care of the body so that I can make use of it versus how that it becomes my identity only?
I
Where do you draw
understand now
that
what
line?
you're saying. I got it. So you're saying that if someone like me who's spending so much of time on the physical self, is it coming from a space of identity that this is who I am?
Yeah.
Or is it coming from a space of utility that since anyway this has to be, you have the self is expressed through this body, so you should be taking care of it.
Correct.
So how do you make a distinction, right?
Yes.
That's a very interesting question, and let's go deeper into it. So you are basically asking me about identification, right? See, a loss identification can happen at three levels.
Okay.
Right? It can be at the gross body, Sthūla Śarīra. It could be at the level of Sukshma Śarīra, which is subtle body. And I need to really think, I'm not very sure if the identification happen at the causal body, which is Karana Śarīra. So you and I or anyone here has three, which we call Śarīra Traya.
Okay.
Right? Gross body, subtle body, causal body.
What is gross body?
Okay. Now, good you asked me this question, because if you understand what gross body is, if you understand what subtle body is, and if you understand what causal body is, you will be able to understand very well, or you will be able to clearly see that are you getting identified with any of these three bodies very closely, or you are using them as a tool.
Okay.
Right? So this is an interesting conversation, and let's stick to this. Now you're asking me what is gross body. All right. In a very simplistic manner, the body that can be seen by me and can be seen by you is gross body. Say, for example, my hair, my eyes can be seen by you, can be seen by me. Including the brain, I'm sure you can't see it right now, but it can be practically seen.
Correct.
The blood, to an extent hormones. So all of them that can be seen by your five sense organs or experienced by the five sense organs, they become a part of your gross body.
Okay. So let me see if I understand it. Basically, whatever is tangible, what I can touch or feel, that is my gross body.
Yes.
Then what else is there? Then what is the subtle body?
Okay. So I thought something. Tell me what I thought.
I cannot see your thoughts, Midhan.
That's it. So something that can be felt by me, can be seen by me, but can't be seen and felt by you. So you can see my brain under certain circumstances, but you can never see my thoughts. So subtle body are the one, or Sukshma Sharira are the one, which can only be perceived by me, but cannot be seen and perceived by you. So
Right.
brain becomes your
Gross body.
gross body. Why? Because it can be seen and perceived by everyone, but the thoughts becomes your
Subtle body. That is only by you.
by me. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Right. Right.
And then third again is causal body, which is Karana Sharira, which will require a lot of work, a lot of time to explain how it works. But I feel that today's discussion, let us restrict only to the cross body. There are 3 broad frameworks which is used to understand the perceived reality and the actual reality.
Okay. What do you mean? What are these models now?
Okay. So we have discussed about Atma in the previous episodes. So there is a concept called an Atma and there is Anatma.
Anatma. Yes.
Right? Now, this Anatma can be understood in 3 models. One is Sharira Traya model, which is Sthūla Śarīra Karana Sharira.
Okay.
Second is Panchakosha model, which is Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vignanmaya, and Anandmaya Kosha. And the third one is Avastha Traya model, which is your Jagrat, Swapna, and Shushupta Avastha. So these are the 3 models through which you can understand an Atma. And we are talking about the first model, which is the
So,
Sthūla.
wait, Bidhan, we are here to make spirituality simple. You are throwing so many different jargons. Like, can you come a level down, please?
No. So you asked me models, so I was trying to explain it to you, but I do see where you're coming from. One thing I can promise you, that we are going to discuss about each of these models in detail, to an extent that everything can be understood. And this is my promise to each one of you, that we are here to make spirituality simple. Tvame stands for making spirituality simple. And all the 3 models that we spoke about, we will make sure that you understand every tiny bit of it. And if you find any difficulty, please feel free to put it on the comments, write to me directly, and we'll be here to explain it to you. Because our idea is certainly to make spirituality simple, and therefore go ahead and subscribe if you haven't so far. Okay, let's talk about Sharira Traya, that you and me are made up of 3 bodies. Sthūla, Śarīra, and Karana Sharira. So far we understood the physical body is,
Sthūla Śarīra.
and there's something called
Sukshma Sharīra inside.
which is subtle body, right? So why don't we just concentrate on discussing Sthūla Śarīra today?
Okay.
So tell me, Ullas, what is the function of the Sthūla Śarīra, the gross body?
I think the function of the body is for us to survive,
Yes.
for us to procreate. That's pretty much
Perfect. So it's basically survival. Procreation is also a form of
part
survival.
of survival, yeah.
Right? Great. Now let me ask you another question. And this is what evolutionary psychology also says. This is what evolution talks about, that ultimately every gene wants to survive,
Yeah.
through procreation,
Correct.
whatever. Now, because of the evolution, you and I have been here. So we have become a complicated creatures
Right.
over billions of years of evolution. Today, let us assume that our survival is well taken care of. We have enough money in the bank account, we have a house to live, we have our own children.
Right.
So even if our survival needs are taken care of, do you think that you feel accomplished, you feel that the job is done, you feel happy and satiated in your life?
I mean, no, I'll not be just twiddling my fingers all day long.
Yeah.
That will not be very satisfying, of course. So, sure, for example, I do job for my survival, but I also look for, mental stimulation, and it should be challenging. I need to be thinking, planning. Those things, of course, matter to me.
So what are you trying to say? That there's something more than survival, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, there is, like, I need to have those good experiences in my life.
So you're saying, so life is not merely about survival, it's also about experiences. Right?
Yes.
And this is what is written in Bhagavad Gita as well, that the function of this body is to experience pleasure and pain and the states which is in between. They call it Sukha, Dukkha, Mishra, Anubhava.
Okay.
So the body is here not merely for survival, but also experiencing a mixture of pleasure and pain.
Okay, so Vidhan, the function of the body is not merely to survive and procreate, you're saying it is to also experience pain and pleasure.
Right.
But what is the need to experience all this pain and pleasure? What's the point?
Right. Good question. So I will explain to you why. For all you know, if you answer a few questions that I ask you, you will be able to understand it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what is the fundamental blocks of this body, the Sthūla Śarīra, from a scientific perspective, and also what are the elements by which this body would have been created from our yogic perspective, or from our ancient
Vedantic
wisdom,
perspective.
Vedantic
Okay.
perspective.
So from the scientific perspective, I think we are made up of proteins. Proteins are the basic building blocks. And then from the yogic or Vedantic perspective, it's like the Panch Mahabhutas, which is Akash, Vayu, Agni,
Yeah.
Jal, and Prithvi.
Yes. So beautifully you have explained that either you can say we are made by proteins or by your 5 elements. Great. Now your body is also made up of protein, my body is also made up of protein.
Correct.
Then why is your body different from mine?
Your DNA is different than my DNA.
Perfect. So DNA is that information which basically tells protein how to stack up and become
Right.
different stuff. You know,
Right,
I mean,
right,
you are
right.
different and I am different because our DNAs are different.
Hmm.
Now we go to one step behind.
Okay.
Why is your DNA different from mine?
You tell me.
Because in case of identical twins, even if their DNAs are almost the same, can their behavior be very different?
Yeah, absolutely. Many times we've seen that. Yeah.
And why is that?
I don't know. Why is that?
This is what Vedanta basically talks to us. And it says that your body is not only a function of possibly only DNA. It doesn't say that DNA at that point of time. Your body is a function of your Purva Janma Samskaras.
Purva Janma Samskaras.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
In a very simplistic manner, it is the continuation of karma.
Okay.
So there are 2 levels at which your body is created.
Okay.
At one level, every body, every Sthūla Śarīra is created with the same Panchabhutas.
Okay.
Just like every body is created with the same proteins.
Okay.
But even if it is created by same Panchabhutas, every body is different from another body because of its karmic impressions, because of its previous karmas. So your body basically expresses your karma, my body expresses my karma, right? And that's what I said, Purva Janma Samskara. Samskaras are those very fine, minute algorithms in the modern language that decides how your body will shape
Okay.
up.
So one is like a general algorithm
Yeah.
by which everybody's body is made, and then
Right.
there is some kind of a special, things that have been put in each other's different people's bodies. Okay.
Absolutely. The name which is given to the general algorithm, as you said, is Samanya Karana.
Hmm.
And the word which is given to that special algorithm is Vishesh Karana.
Okay.
So Samanya Karana is your Panchabhutas. 5
Which is
elements.
same for everybody.
Everyone. Right? All the physical bodies, all the physical creation. Vishesh Karana is different from everyone, which is based on your Purva Janma Samskaras.
So Vidhan, okay, now I understand कि ये जो पूर्व जन्म संस्कारास हैं, ये जो impressions हैं हमारे, like because of these impressions, there is pleasure and pain that needs to be experienced.
Yes.
And my samskar is different than yours, so maybe your experience of pleasure pain is different than mine.
Yes.
So that part I understood.
Right.
But I think we started from the first question, which is still not answered, is
Right.
कि where do you draw that line of identification versus using the body as an instrument to experience all this?
Yes. No, we will surely come there. We will surely come there. Now, I'll ask you another set of questions. And this will again answer what you have asked in the beginning, that identification that you're talking about, that how do I know whether I'm identified to my body or I'm basically just taking care of the body,
Right.
isn't it? So last, tell me, what is the key thing that you have seen about your body? Something which is fundamental not only to your body but to every other body.
I think one thing which I can say is that the body always keeps changing. It's never the same.
Right. Absolutely. And tell me what sort of a changes the body has, just from a very basic understanding.
From changes perspective, see, we are born, then we grow,
Yeah.
then we become mature,
Yes.
and then we become old age comes, we become sick and all, and then eventually we die.
Perfect. You said 5 right now.
Huh.
You spoke about born,
Huh.
then you will grow, then you will mature, then you will decay, decline, and then death.
Then gone.
Right? There are 6 stages which is mentioned in our scriptures. The first one is also called asti, which is that you are present in a potential state. So we are not going there right now. So your body or any body goes through 6 transformations. Yes?
Right.
This is okay?
Yeah.
Now, you are asking me, how do you understand whether I'm identified with my body or I'm just practically taking care of my body? That was your first question.
Correct.
The point is, we know very well that our body will go through these 6 transformations.
Yes.
And if we are not able to gracefully accept these transformations, and we would like to sort of control this transformation, that becomes your identity. Let me take an example. You basically exercise every day to keep yourself, for example, after 50 years, it's always said that you should do some sort of a strength training because your muscle will decay very quickly.
Yeah.
Right? That is practical. But you are so concerned about how the body looks that you are going for certain operations, you are doing certain changes. That becomes identification.
Right.
Or you are basically bulking up, taking a lot of proteins, which can affect some other part of the body so that you look attractive. That becomes identification. Are you able to see this?
Yeah. Or like if I want to live for 200 years and I'm doing this, that.
That becomes identification, because then we are not understanding at a base level the body will go through 6 major transformations. I'll talk you about another identification which I personally had a issue. Instead of taking care of your body, still you may have problems. Still you may fall sick. Still you may have certain other issues which you would have least anticipated.
Yeah.
At that point of time, you start questioning that, look, I have done everything possible to keep myself fit, then why I'm falling sick or why this particular issue is happening with me. That is also identification. That I just want to make sure that I always remain in a specific shape all the time. That's also not possible.
Basically, the understanding that if it is body, it will go through those transformations.
Yes.
That kind of discrimination is needed for that.
That kind of discernment is required, because otherwise, that's the only way you will realize whether you are identified or whether you are technically taking care of your body.
Interesting.
Do you see from where I'm coming? Does it make sense to you?
Yes. So you are saying that if I am doing the things which are necessary for me to make sure that these things happen,
right,
then it is kind of a practical utility. And that perhaps I can do once I really understand that these are different transformations that the body will inevitably go through.
Right.
So don't get too much attached to that, and then accept that and then move on.
Yeah, you know that the body will decay eventually. Right? But that should not become my identity. And let me ask you another question. You asked about why couple of hours one has to spend. Tell me, how many hours do you spend at your work on a daily basis?
About 6 to 8 hours.
6 to 8 hours with your family?
Another 4 to 6 hours.
Imagine, and plus entertainment?
Maybe an hour or 2.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, your body is the only thing which will remain with you till your last moment, isn't it?
Yes.
So, asking for 2 hours for your body, is that too much? I'm just trying to tell from an overall point of view.
No, that's fair point. In fact, then perhaps that is one of the biggest investment that should be there.
Absolutely. Investment not as an identity, but practically more than your career, your family, or your friends or entertainment. It is your body which is going to support you. Support you in your journey of transformation, spirituality, Brahmanyana.
Okay, so I understand ki body is something that is so close and most important for us, so we should keep it dearly and
Right.
take care of it,
Right.
but don't get too much involved with that. But now, that curiosity is striking to me that, okay, gross body we've understood. What is the subtle body then?
Okay. So before we move to the subtle body, so we started off with this podcast saying that we are talking about identification.
Right.
Identification at the level of gross body, identification at the level of subtle body. So what we have understood about gross body today? What we have understood, number one, is that the function of the gross body is to experience pleasure and pain. Right? So that is, the first layer you can say survival, but actually it is about experiencing pleasure and pain. So rest assured, till the time you have the gross body, it will have both pleasure and pain. We have to accept that. The second thing is that the cause of your gross body, there are two causes. One is samanya karana, right? We spoke about panchabhutas. And the second one is Vishesh Karana, which is your Purva Janma Sanskara. So the reason we have a certain sort of a body is on account of our Purva Janma Samskara. So accept your body the way it is, right? There is no use fighting it that why it is like this.
Okay.
Just hold on to this. That's the second thing that we are speaking about. And the third thing that we spoke about is the nature of the body. And we saw that the body will go through 6 transformations.
True.
And knowing that your body will go through 6 transformation, ensure that you are not too identified with it. Because if you are too identified with it, then transformations itself will start giving you pleasure and pain, right? So these are the 3 things that we learned today. And we also understood the importance of taking care of your body while not getting too identified, because body is something which will come and it will
Go.
Why don't you pick up the shloka that we covered today on the Sthūla Śarīra, so that our audience will get to know that whatever we are learning as per what has been taught in Tattva Bodha. So when you are listening to us, it's just not a mere discussion Ullas and I are having. We are actually picking up a specific shloka from Tattva Bodha and making it easy for each one of you to understand and use those principles in your daily life. And if you feel that the work that we are doing, it's going to benefit you in any manner, please subscribe, please share, and please leave your comments. It's actually nice to get feedback from each one of you. So we also do a lot of sessions on Upanishads, live sessions, where we understand all the concepts in a very simple manner. And more importantly, more than understanding, we are going to implement those concepts in our day-to-day life and make transformations happen. And if you're interested to be a part of those sessions, those journey, please go ahead, put your details, your name and number, which is there in the link, which is in the description below.
So it goes, the question is first asked, Sthūla Śarīram kim? Then the answer is given as Panchikrit Pancha Mahabhutaihi Kritam Satkarma Janyam Sukha Dukkhadi Bhogayatanam Shariram Asti Jayate Vardhate Viparinyamate Apakshiyate Vinashyati Iti Shad Vikaravad Etat Sthūla Śarīram.
Perfect. So let's now break it. Have we covered all of it? Let's see that
Yes.
now. The first question was,
So it says Sthūla Śarīram kim?
what is gross body?
Gross body. Okay.
Perfect.
Then it says Panchikrit Pancha Mahabhutaihi Kritam.
So what is it saying? That Panchamut, so the reason how the gross body has been created by Panchabhutas. We spoke about it.
Right. And then it says Satkarma Janyam.
It is talking about the reason we have the gross body is, a human gross body is because of certain satkarma. Right? That's what it is trying to say. Correct?
Okay.
But the idea over here is that it's because of a certain karma, Purva Janma Samskaras, the body is different. This is what this particular thing
Okay.
means.
Then it says Sukha Dukkadi Bhogayatanam Shariram.
Exactly. So why do we have this body? To bhog, to experience. Experience what? Sukha and Dukkha.
Okay. And then it says Asti Jayate Vardhate Viparinyamate apakshiyate, vinashyati.
Perfect. So we spoke about 6 modifications the body goes through.
Correct.
Right? So in the potential state, that is asti. Then we are talking about it,
Vardhate,
which is,
grows.
yes, then
Viparinamate, which is matures. And then it says apakshiyate, which is it decays, and then vinashyati, and then we die.
perfect. We have covered that also.
Correct. And then it says shad vikarvad etat Sthūla Śarīram.
Shad vikar means these are the 6
6 modifications.
modifications that happen. So we have covered everything in our discussion.
Great.
So hope you like the entire podcast or the video, and if you like it, please leave your feedback with us. Till we meet next, let there be grace in our learning. Namaste.